Hey everyone, welcome to another commentary. So in this game, I'm actually playing Twisted Fate versus Heimerdinger, and a lot of people actually struggle with versing Heimerdinger. So I'm going to try and talk you through a few tips for TF as a whole, but then also versing Heimerdinger. So in this game, I'm actually versing. This is a really difficult game for Twisted Fate. Especially because I'm versing a Heimerdinger, which is really hard to kill for me, and I can't really deal with the wave clear very well. Olaf, obviously, because I can't really stun him, and he just kind of out damages me. And then Garen as well, because Garen's just so tanky, so it's very hard for me to use my ultimate on side lanes. So when you verse Heimerdinger, you generally don't want to let him get like a big shove on you, and you want to kind of stand behind the minions so he can't get rockets, can't hit a lot of rockets onto you. So sometimes what I like doing in the early game is like using my red card whenever I can on the wave just to thin it out. Because in this position, it's really easy for Heimerdinger just to kind of poke me out. So I want to try and keep the wave in the middle if possible. Try and thin this as much as I can. Just gonna use my wild cards on the wave. So now he's gonna set up his turrets. It's gonna be really hard for me to deal with this for now. Hopefully I can start destroying them, but so the thing is against Heimerdinger, not really much I can do in the early game, but once I actually start getting a bit of AP, I can actually start having kill threat, gank threat onto him, and then he can't really follow my roams obviously, so I don't really want to be looking to play towards to kill the Heimerdinger. I want to be playing to sides. That's one of the strengths of Twisted Fate is that like obviously your roams are so good, so there's definitely something you need to abuse in this matchup. Remember, you want to be continually using your D-mats. Looks like a fight's breaking out here. See if I can respond. Might be able to. Alright. So again, in these fights, you really want to be conscientious of like, if a fight's breaking out, I want to get there first because Heimerdinger is not good at getting to these fights because he can't move his turrets. So that's an obvious advantage I'm going to have in this matchup as well. River Skirmish is probably going to go my way if I can actually get to them. So right now, I'm not. Again, my first item that I really want is a Catalyst. Looking to go for a gank here, but I don't know how likely this is. He has no flash. We can go for this. Nice. So we burnt his flash level 1. So that's me knowing that he didn't have flash and assessing the kill threat there. So which is really, really good for me. Use my D-mat on a caster creep, kind of get them all out. Shove as much as I can and look to reset. I'm just continually spamming this timer here. Hopefully it doesn't stop my base. Now I've got my Catalyst. This is going to be really, really good for my sustain. And I'm actually going to choose not to use my teleport since I don't need to use my teleport here. Even if you get shove, it's not going to change much. I actually want to look to conserve potentially my teleport for bot lane. I could look to actually go behind them. But I want to shove out mid first. Otherwise, I'll lose a lot of plates. And I don't even think there's too many minions here. That's something you need to think about when you do ganks, is not just like where they are in the lane, but the minions. If there's a lot of minions, it's really hard for them to follow up. So it can be quite troublesome. I really need to focus on dodging those bombs. So you can focus on using your cards on these turrets if possible. Um, like so. Might be able to get a gank off here. His flash just came up. Nice. I'm really lucky that my jungler's noticing how aggressive he's playing, and because Twisted Fate has such good gank setup, I could look for a gank top, or I can look to proc my demolish mid. I really like playing quite selfishly on Twisted Fate and trying to get tower chip. But since I can't, that Olaf's mid, I might actually look to go top here. Yeah, I can go top here. He's overextended as fuck. I was just going to wait to see if he reacted. Hopefully I don't die to an ult here. Alright. Again, I just wanted to, when I moved up there, what I'm looking for is to see if he respects my roam. He's not level 6 here, so I might be able to get out for this. We can do this. Nice. So there I was just trying to stay out of range of the axe. Because I would get one hit. Unfortunately, I can't afford my rower, so I'm just going to go for a blasting wand. And I'm actually going to TP back up here. Because if I TP... and the reason I'm actually going for this is this Amplifying Tomb is because I really want my Etherwisp, and I know I'm probably going to be in lane for quite a long time here. I really need to make sure I don't take too much damage, so I'm healthy enough to use my ultimate when it comes up. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get some vision in river, because again, we win 2v2 in mid jungle. Might actually be able to get a roam off here. I'm going to walk down. I'm actually going to swap to Ghost. Might be able to do something if this is not warded. I know Olaf's around here, so I just got to be careful. I'm actually going to swap to Ghost and go for this. Oh, he's got Aftershock. Might be a bit sketchy here. Nice. So that was actually played quite poorly by me. I actually didn't know Lux had Aftershock. I thought he had Comet, so I thought we could just like one tap. I'm actually going to base here and tell him to defend. Because I really want my roller here. And I've used a lot of my corrupting pots. That was just one of those opportunistic roams. Those ones are a little bit risky. But the reason is like I thought they would get cocky since they killed the Thresh. So I thought it was actually quite a... And since this wasn't watered here, this Pixel Brush. And there was no like wave mid, so the roam was kind of like hidden or disguised in a way. I want to get in the habit of pinging my ultimate so I can let my team know when I want to roam. But for now, if possible, always try and get lane control while you can. Because Heimerdinger is always going to shove otherwise. Olaf's top. I don't think I can respond here. So I'm just going to lean onto bot side. Might be able to get another roam off potentially on bot. We'll see how this goes though. Let's see. Let's get a deep ward. No, I can't go for a roam here. Might actually be collapsing on me. Got to be careful. They're going to probably walk up and clear my pixel. Yeah. I've got ultimate now. But I really don't want to use my ultimate on this Garen. Don't think it's going to be game changing. And he'll get too many plates. That's something I also need to be careful of in this game. Heimerdinger gets plates really, really easily. Just got to make sure I'm dodging those. Dodging all of those bombs. Grenades, sorry. Because the grenades actually make the turrets focus you. Let's see if I can line up my Qs like that. I can look to ult bot potentially here. He doesn't. I can go for him. He doesn't have cleanse. So what I did, I tabbed just to check if he had cleanse or not. Dodge the Q. Free. The only problem here, might lose a bit of power chip, but hopefully they can defend it. So while I'm here, what I really like to do when I play Syndra again is try and proc my Demolish while I'm in a lane after you gank. It's just a good habit to get into. And try and communicate with your jungler by using pings to get them to defend it. So I'm just going to back up here. This might be a bit of a greedy recall since Lux can stop my recall with an E. Alright, I'm all good. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go for this item, and I'm going to go for this. So the reason I'm going for Sorks is because we have Syndra AD, and TF really needs... He's He really needs the ability to be able to burst someone. So I'm thinking about my damage. If I go Mercs and they start stacking MR, like I'm pretty fucked. I can't help you. I need to go. I need to respond to this mid wave. So he is pretty So what am I actually going to do is get some vision down and then try and actually outshove this guy. I don't think he can contest me. Line up my Qs through those minions. I mean through those turrets. So he has no mana, so this is what I'm thinking about now. So I know that most likely I'm going to have tempo for a little bit. He's going to have to reset. If possible, I should look to stop his recall. Like this. Now he has to stay in lane with no mana. And my ultimate's coming up in 45 seconds. You always got to be thinking about people's resources. Looks like they're ganking bot. I can't help that, so I'm just gonna stay and try and get a plate. Might be able to get a second plate here. Nice. I really can't do much with bot. Need some mana. If possible, keeping him shoved in like this is gonna be really, really beneficial for me. There's Lux. Might be able to ult bot here. I can do that. Nice. Again, it's ideally you want to be shoving in your wave then moving, but you know, if the opportunity arises, like in that specific situation, it was good for me. But I just got to be careful because Heimerdinger can set his turrets under my tower and actually start proccing, start destroying my tower pretty quickly actually, like this, with his ultimate. Focus me instead, not the tower. Nice. Took a bit of damage for it, but I really don't want him getting all these plates. I'm gonna swap my TP out in a second. I know Olaf's in bot river here, maybe looking on me. Yeah, there he is. I'm gonna swap my TP out for heal. Oh. Alright. I need to go back mid again. I don't want to let Heimerdinger get this tower. And I don't want to base. I actually shouldn't have swapped my... That was actually a mistake to swap to heal, because I need to base soon in TP. So that actually was a mistake. I was just thinking I might need it for that skirmish. There's no plant here, which is kind of shitty. Oh, he based. Alright, this is going to give me an opportunity now to shove this and reset. Because he doesn't have TP, he used it before. And I know my Q goes through all the range creeps. So CS is not too bad, 130 at 14 minutes. I've got my Lich Bane now. My wave gear is pretty insane at the moment. Hopefully I get back in time though to hopefully I get back in time. And actually using Time Warp Tonic in base like this actually helps you recover some of your resources quicker because with Time Warp it immediately gives you a chunk of your resources back immediately. Oh, he might be getting this tower unfortunately. I think we can go for this guy. Alright. Alright, took a bit of damage for it, but... Alright, this Garen. I really want to play for this dragon. So already, if they look to, I'm constantly assessing the minimap. If they come to contest, I would actually move up and try and, oh my goodness, look to zone them with my cards. Why is he not helping me? Oh god. So it's better for me to be in the side lane now and Syndra mid, since they've got bot tower. And especially since Syndra can actually chunk out Heimerdinger's turrets pretty easily if he decides to. Oh, I might be able to chase this guy down potentially here. Oh. Ah. Alright. That's a really bad play. So I want to explain why that's such a bad play. So that's just me playing really cocky there. So think about the situation on the map. My jungler's bot side helping Urgot shove out. They just made a play mid. We've got no vision top side. And all my job right there is just collect waves. There's no reason why I should be going for a kill. And this is a really common example of like, and you're just going for kills for the sake of kills. You're going for that kill assuming that he's playing in a bad position. And yes, a lot of the time you can get away with that, but it's a really bad habit to get into because then you go from assessing the situation and knowing that it's a good play to just, thinking, oh, he's a bad player, so I'm going to go for it. So that's really bad. That's a really bad habit to get into. So in review, I would 100% go over that play for me in my for my personal reviews, like, okay, let's make sure that I never do that again. Like, they're the sorts of habits that you really kind of need to get out of your system, and then also really kind of make you lose a lot of games. They're the things that honestly lose you games. So right now, I need to assess my jungler's bot side. All I need to do right, and my AD carry and my support is just basing in mid. It's better for me to just catch waves. I need to get hovered topside, but I need to play appropriately until my jungler's around here. So I don't know where Olaf is, so I need to play very carefully here. Oh no, there's Olaf. Alright, I see Olaf now. So I can maybe start to play a little bit more aggressively. Push this out further. And notice how my Q just goes through all the creeps like butter. I love that. It's such a satisfying feeling, honestly, when you play Twisted Fate. So if you want to learn more about mid game, maybe like just fast forwarding it to this portion in my games would be beneficial for you. But sometimes it's good to get a bit of context about what's going on. So again, my thought process being in the mid game right now, I get towers really fast. Garen can't match me, so I'm assessing his itemization. He's gone Berserker Greaves Triforce, so he has very little tenacity and ability to chase me. Alright, I didn't think Heimerdinger would roam, honestly. Might be able to get out here. Should be all good. Yeah, I honestly didn't think he would roam, so it is what it is. I escaped. Because I saw Olaf bot side, I'm like, well, it's just going to be me and Garen here, but got caught off guard a little bit. I can actually TP to this fight. Again, use your time warp tonic when you're in base. I'm going to TP to this fight. Could be good for me. Gotta be careful here, we're getting into trouble. Lantern. Ah, shit. Yeah, these fights are just not good for me. We just need to play around my ultimate. I thought it was okay, but they kind of collapsed a lot faster than I thought. So I'm going to tell my jungle what I need from him. Alright. So I need him to hover me out topside because otherwise it's very difficult for me. I'm actually going to swap to Ignite. I got ultimate when I'm up here. Might be able to clean up on the back end. I want to see if I can chase this Lux, make sure he has no Baron. It's actually worth me flashing. Because now they have no Barons if they kill Olaf. Otherwise, I would no way do that. We really need this dragon. So now I'm thinking about, okay, what do I need to know about this fight? I've got my Zhonya's now, so I can play probably a little bit more aggressively. None of them have any cleanses. They do, like, support doesn't have a Crucible, Mikhail, sorry. He has a Banshees, so something to think about, and he has a lot of MR, Olaf, so, um, yeah. Might be able to still stop this. This guy is very strong. I'm gonna pink this. We need this. Oh, there's a fight going on. I don't think we should be fighting that. It's not the fight we want. Coming. I want some peel. I gotta wait for it. Alright. Right now in these team fights, I really gotta play peel. It's hard for me to dive at the moment. I'm just gonna go for blue here. Still got Ignite. This Ignite's not overly useful. Maybe I shouldn't have swapped to Ignite. But Barrier's so shit when I've got Zhonya's, you know? That Barrier just has not much use. Like, if there's any opportunity I'm going to use Barrier, I'm most likely just going to use my Zhonya's. Alright. I'm just going to go top here. I don't need to base. I'm actually going to look for a Void Staff next. I've got plenty of AP here. And they're starting to get a bit of magic damage. And I'm so glad I got Sorks this game because I knew that they would start to stack a lot of MR. Like, he's got Adaptive Helm. Starting to get Banshees, Veils. It's going to get really tricky for me if I don't have Magic Pen this game. So I'm going to swap this out for Ghost. I love Ghost, honestly. I think Ghost on Twisted Fate is so underrated. I used to run, back in the day on Twisted Fate, I used to run Flash Ghost because I thought it was just so valuable. I really want to look to, like, ult mid soon. Because Heimerdinger is showing top here. Like, I know I can get to the fight first. But again, Poppy needs to start hovering me here. Otherwise, alright, this is looking much better here. So now we can potentially look for a pick on Heimerdinger if he shows. What the hell is this guy doing? I actually could have killed him if I gold carded. Alright. So this is much better. See how Poppy's hovering me in the side here? And this is allowing me to shove out, and then, you know, I can create a man advantage fight because Heimerdinger is no way going to get to the fight faster than me. So now I can just do this. My split push is pretty insane because I get towers so fast. Kind of misplaced my Q there. So this is what I've been looking to do the whole time. And notice how much easier it is. Can maybe even look to ult on mid soon. See, these Banshees isn't up. I want a Ghost. Trying to position in front of him just so he can't run away from me. So now, maybe able to continue the siege, maybe not. Oh, I take a lot of damage there. I think we should get out of here. Baron's coming up in a minute 30. We should be preparing for that. So now I've got my Zhonya's, no, sorry, Void Staff. And that means I'm going to have a lot of threat on this Cassio in these fights. And since he doesn't have cleanse and no one has the ability to cleanse my stun, my threat is so much more heightened. And now I should be thinking about how I want to play this fight around Baron. Do I want to split? I think I should bot. I should bot. And I can TP. Knowing that my Urgot doesn't have teleport and I have teleport, it's better for me to create side threat here because if Garen tries to match me, I think for starters I can actually chunk him out because he doesn't have any MR. I think this might be good for me. Just gotta be careful he doesn't get on me, because if he gets on me, he can actually like one hit me. He's gone like a full damage build. He's got Conqueror. Pretty sure each spin as well applies Conqueror. Just gotta be careful. I'm just gonna hover to the top side of the lane like this. Try and position your Q like this from the side so you can hit all of the creeps. I just gotta be careful. I'm not getting picked here. Something I need to think about is Baron's up for 10 seconds. So if I die now, it's not really gonna be for anything. So I just gotta be careful. Constantly assessing the map. I don't know where Garen is still. So I'm just gonna play very cautiously here. Alright, Garen's mid now. So I'm just gonna keep shoving and I can TP if I need to after. Looks like Garen's potentially coming down here. There he is. He can't contest me. Might be able to look for a TP here. I'm just gonna look for a TP. Stop Olaf from being able to get in. If Olaf shows, I'm just gonna walk at him and make sure I stun him. And then force him to use his ult way earlier. Like this. I've got Zhonya's here, as long as I dodge the bind. Oh, okay. I got silenced. I couldn't Zhonya's. Alright, that's really bad. So I need to assess how should I play these fights differently. Maybe we need to engage on them earlier. Oh, alright. So one thing I completely forgot and why that's not a good plan is because we have a Syndra. We don't have an 80 carry, so we do Baron incredibly slow. That's definitely something I need to think about here. We can't Baron. We have no. So let's just play 1-3-1. Then kill. Yeah, so that's the other thing I just realized. We have no 80 carry. If we had an 80 carry there, that's so free, because they just gave us so much room to do that objective, but it didn't even matter. Might be able to go for a pick here. Potentially. I'm going for this. I think we can actually go for this guy on the back end. So he doesn't have cleanse, and my Banshee's actually, so I've got Zhonya's. Should be all good. Alright. Took a lot longer to kill than I expected. His heal on his Conqueror is pretty nuts. So now, again, I just need to adhere to my game plan at the moment. I really need to set up in that 1-3-1. I thought that was a good play because my R would pop his Banshees and we might be able to burst him, but the shield from Lux and the heal from Conqueror kept him alive a lot longer than I thought there. I'm actually just going to sell my my Corrupting Pot now for a Nearly to Large Rod. I really want to get to my my Rabadons. So this is where our comp's getting quite outscaled in a way. Garen actually outscales Urgot, and Cassio hard outscales Syndra. So this actually could be a rough game. And because my mistakes, that mistake that I had with the Baron, and that mistake about me dying, these little mistakes actually make the difference. Syndra needs to be mid right now. So now I'm going to just try and sit in the side. Cassio's split, but I don't have ultimate. I need to really play around my ultimate. If they group, there's really not much we can do. Cassio's not here though. What the hell? Cassio's not here. Don't think we can stop anything though. Their group is so strong. Lucky our wave clear is not bad between myself and Syndra. So Urgot's looking to get his split on right now. Might be able to do something. If he kills Heimer, it's really, really big. The Baron's ran off, so we can wave clear. He's split here. Might be able to burst him. Oh, I got blue card. shit. It doesn't even matter if he kills Poppy, honestly, as long as he doesn't kill me. And nah, we're all good here. Oh. We have no mana. We have no mana. We can't kill him. That's so unfortunate. This is the problem with Syndra AD carry. Syndra AD carry is just so bad when you have like no other major damage source. Like Poppy jungle is this low damage. Just can't kill that Olaf. We have really not much sustained damage here. Are you kidding me? Is he gonna die? Wow. Alright. This is one of those very frustrating games. I thought I did enough to be able to carry us through this game, but I don't know. This Poppy's kind of useless. He doesn't really have an identity. Like, he's not full tank and he's not damaged. Like, he's got Cinderhulk, but he's got Triforce. So, yeah. Oh, no. Alright, well, that's Olaf R. And that's Lux Flash. I just don't think we're going to be able to contest this dragon fight. I'm going to try and help him wave clear here. Syndra needs Void really badly. I'm tempted to just... I can't. Alright. I've got to get out of here. This guy's out of control now. We just can't win team fights anymore. And again, like, this is a really interesting commentary for you guys. You get to see, like, you make one or like a few little mistakes, and sometimes that's the difference between you winning and losing a game. That's just how brutal League of Legends is sometimes. Might be able to do something here. He hasn't not much MR. Shit. Can't flash. Ah, shit. He's got so much damage right now. We need Void on Syndra. I have TP when I'm up though. I just don't know how to approach fights. Like, I can't really split because then my team just gets charged down and we don't win team fights. So kind of just got to wait for a pick. But the pick's so hard to create because then they're so hard to pick. Like, Garen is hard to pick. He's got Spirit Visage. Olaf's incredibly hard to pick. Heimerdinger is even hard to pick as well because if he goes in, he's just going to sit in the middle of his towers and you're going to chunk the hell out of you. So it's a very difficult game for a Twisted Fate at the moment. So generally you don't want to let the game get to this point as Twisted Fate until, like, you should have snowballed other lanes. And I thought I'd snowballed lanes enough this game, but a bit frustrating. Pretty close to my Rabadons now, 600 gold to Rabadons. I don't know how much that's going to change things though. We can go for this guy. Oh. Might be able to do something here. Alright. Gotta dodge those binds. Need that Void Staff on Syndra big time. Need some mana. We just don't win these team fights. He's got a good bit of poke off onto Heimer. It might actually just end here. Olaf has no R. Ah, I'm dead. What a shame. So hopefully you guys learned a bit about, and I think this was really interesting, you guys game to watch, because you kind of get to see um, some of the mistakes that you can learn from, and especially in those mid game mistakes where I got sloppy, I gave a death, or I didn't maximize my strengths, and it led to me losing. So hopefully this was really helpful, guys. Um, I'm trying to really improve on commentary, so let me know if this is helpful, and thanks for watching. I'll keep pumping out more videos. Cheers.